Before I start this video, I just wanted to be known that I am in no way fishing for compliments or asking for your opinion on how you feel that I look physically. It has absolutely nothing to do with that, just myself and the way that I viewed myself and just how I perceived my physical appearance. Ever since I was young, I've never actually really thought of myself as attractive. Starting with junior high school, I know that all my classmates had girlfriends and boyfriends and running around holding hands and all this stuff, and I actually never really felt like I needed someone. I didn't feel lonely. I didn't feel like I had to have a boyfriend or I had to have a girlfriend, because at the time I wasn't out. But I never actually felt like I needed to do that to feel good or to feel popular or anything like that. I do remember, however, that they would always go around even after class and do whatever it was that they had to do, and I felt a little bit unattractive because no one actually ever came to me and was like, "Hey, I think that you're very attractive, let's go out," or anything like that. But I myself didn't feel like I was gonna go out there and say that to someone. But I did feel a bit unwanted, unattractive. I don't know what the word is. Maybe it was not my looks, maybe it was my attitude and the way that I acted. Who knows? And then going into high school, all my friends had relationships. I didn't have a single relationship starting from junior high school all the way till the end of high school. And in fact, even after that, I still didn't have a relationship until Sterling. Basically, he's been my first boyfriend, now fiance, and I didn't feel like I needed anyone until him. I still don't know what possessed me to start going out with Sterling, but it is, I don't want to say I was missing out, because I probably wasn't at that stage. There's too many things that go on and you're just not mature enough. And there's people that are married now, that I know, that are married to their junior high school sweethearts, and that is amazing. I commend them for it. During high school, I never even expressed how I really felt about relationships, but I did feel very unwanted, very unattractive, even more so than in junior high school. And there were a couple people that never actually came up to me and told me, but they, I guess, secretly thought that I was attractive, and they told my best friend, and she told me. But again, they were girls. I'm not very interested in girls, if you haven't noticed. If you haven't, go watch my other videos. Sterling comes out in them. But I never really did feel like I was attractive, even though there were several people that told me, you are very attractive, you have very nice features. I don't know what. Very nice features. Yeah, I really don't know. There were quite a few people that told me that I was very attractive, but I still didn't feel that way, and that was probably because no one ever really told me up until that time, and I saw everybody else telling everybody else, except for me. At that point, I just started feeling like I just didn't like myself. I was not attractive, and it's gotten better over the years, especially with Sterling. He's making me feel loved, and he's made it a point of telling me what he likes most about me, not only physically but also emotionally, and it's been quite the ride with him. um, so I am getting better on looking at myself and being more accepting of what I look like. I still look at pictures of myself in junior high school, and I still point myself out as little baby rat Hiram, or little fetus Hiram, because I still don't like how I looked back then. I am more accepting of how I look now, but back then I still think that I looked a little bit like a rodent. But you know, there are certain features on my face I always thought that I should change. Like, for example, I've always thought my nose is too big, my lips are too wide, my smile is not the best, my eyebrows are too thick, my eyes are too small, I don't have colored eyes. You know, it's been several things over the years. They weren't always all at once. It was just one or two things at a time that I see in other people that I was very much infatuated with, and I thought to myself, how come I don't look like them? Why is it that I can't look like that person? If I looked like that person, I probably would be more attractive and people would be following me around. And I think it's always been a very social thing. I worked so hard on my body for a long time, having really cut abs, a strong chest, big arms, that kind of stuff, because I felt that it would compensate for what I thought I was missing on my face. So I worked really hard on my health and my body. I've never really been over 140 pounds. To this moment, I still am under 148, I believe. And it's not, that's just how I am. I guess that's my metabolism. It's not that I don't eat. I eat a lot, I promise. But that's just how I am. And so I decided I would work on my body to make up for my face. But I did not have to do that at all. And I still am a little bit doubtful of what I look like from time to time. I'm not gonna lie, we all do it. We all take 157 selfies and post the one that looks best out of them. I look for the best angles when I post videos just because I don't want to look bad. And it's not a bad thing to do that, I don't think. You always want to look good, and it makes your self-esteem higher when you can look at yourself at a picture or a video and say, hey, I actually like how I look here. I should use this angle or this filter more often. And it's okay, just as long as you know that you need to accept who you are. And I have nothing against plastic surgery. If it makes you feel better, then why wouldn't you do it? Just don't completely change everything about yourself. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing. It's something that you have to work slowly and get better at. I also have tons and tons of clothing for the same reason. When I was in high school, I was voted like best dressed and best style and all this stuff. And that was because of my insecurity with myself. I got very many clothes that were not the cheapest. They weren't very expensive either because I didn't have a lot of money, but I had lots of clothes because I wanted to look good. Again, it's not an easy thing, but know that there is always someone out there that no matter what you look like, no matter how you act, they will always love you. Family and significant others that, believe it or not, will come in time, and it's going to be the most amazing, eye-opening thing that could ever happen to you, to know that someone would love you the way that you look, even though you've hated certain things about yourself for so long is just incredible. And not only that they would love you for the way that you look, but that they actually make you feel like you are the best looking human in the world, and that they tell you that you are just amazing. It's really, it's a great feeling. So I think we should all just begin to accept who we are and what we look like. Not necessarily just go all natural and start not taking care of ourselves. That has nothing to do with it. Appearance is a very important thing, not only for your self-esteem, but also how other people look at you. And even though that may sound messed up, it really is. If you go to an interview and you have your hair slicked back or to the side, people are going to find you more professional. But if you go to an interview and have just loose hair that has not much of a shape, like mine is right now, that's just the way it is. The cleaner you look and the more attractive you make yourself look, the more people are going to gravitate towards you, and that's just how it is. So there is nothing wrong in wearing makeup. There's nothing wrong in getting a nose surgery if your nose is crooked and you want it to be straight. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Just don't change everything about yourself. But do realize that there is people that will love you no matter how crooked your nose is, or how big the gap between your teeth is, how brown your eyes are, or how thick your eyebrows are. People will always love you and respect you.
Need to know where, don't make it without you. Stand your ground, just stand out. Won't change a single thing. I'm everything I wanna be. I once was a lonely heart,